Hi, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Yes. Yesterday, when I was doing all that free stuff, I wanted us to put up there about donations. I think we forgot. Hello, we're back. So the price is 22.22. Normally 44.44. So it's 22.22. No questions for this. I don't know what message you're going to get. I can't promise you it's about anything because I don't know until I start reading for you. But it is just a channeled message. It's not a reading, it's a channeled message. My doctor said my sodium level was high, so I got to drink a lot of water. You guys, I bought, remember I talked about Rihanna? She was going to take me to get my eyebrows microbladed. Look at my eyebrows. I bought this pencil, and you put it on, and it's just like microbladed. It's good enough. Saved me $300. Pencil was only 15. All right, Leslie, so you'll be first. Just wait till a couple more people get in the room so everybody can hear your message. All right. All right, Leslie. All right, Leslie. Leslie, guided message, Leslie. So, Leslie, your vortex, this looks awful wrinkly in here. Hold on, I can't do it. I can't. Hold on, you guys. Is that better? No. Uh, no. That's better. I like black and white. Okay. Leslie, your vortex already knows like what you've created, and your vortex, when you ask me, okay, so what's my vortex? That's where your energy source is. That's where your energy comes from, okay? Your vortex already knows like the energy that you're putting into your mind, your thoughts. Um, you've struggled for a while. It's like you get these like delicious kind of thoughts. You get these exciting, adventurous, nourishing kind of thoughts where it's positive because you're wanting to give out something, you're wanting to put in more work, you're wanting to share it with somebody, you're wanting to do everything that you can with somebody. But it's like, okay, so you're missing the somebody. I get it. Everybody's reaching for something, right? Everybody has a goal. Everybody understands there's a gap in between you and them, or you understand that there's a gap in between you and somebody else. The gap is kind of like the terms that life is based on. Everybody's terms are different. When I'm feeling like you're dissatisfied, it's because you come to realization of like what it is right now, what's happening at the moment, something that's not pleasing you, something that's not where you feel that it should be. It doesn't resonate with you very well. There's things that you can do to apply more to yourself. It's kind of like trying to jump in on your job to get more serious about your job, to focus more on the atmosphere at your job. It also talks about something that you find gives you vibration, which talks about your schooling, your educating. if you can't find love right now, if you just can't find it, then you can't find it. And that's just the way it is, because maybe you're not supposed to be searching for it. That's the problem. You're searching for it. You're not allowing it to just come and find you. Um, it's like coming to terms with things that you're putting into your vortex. You're putting into your vortex your wants, your needs, your desires. True. But at the same time, you're preventing it. And I don't know if you can understand this, but you're preventing it from coming in. How are you preventing it? You're saying how? Okay, how am I preventing it? I'm doing everything I can. I'm manifesting, I'm writing it down, keeping my eyes open, I'm being social, I'm going out. But there's things that need to be corrected. Yes, you're going out, but are you sitting with your son every time you're going out? Are you sitting just next to family members when you're going out? Are you at an event with a lot of strangers where it might be you and one other female going out on the town, so to speak, going to different maybe clubs, bars, events, things of that nature, where you're going to interact with other people? I know you can say that you go out, you go out, you go out, but every time you go out, you're with your family, you're with your son, you're putting limitations there. So in reality, you're not letting the improvements that you feel should be resonating, you're not allowing them to come in, because your surroundings and the people you choose to be surrounded by are like a protective shield. Nobody can get through it. Um, Everything wants to flow to you so fast. It's trying to flow to you. It's trying to flow to you. But you've got to open the doors up a little bit. You've got to be a little bit more creative on this learning experience. You got to be creative on this gap that's in between you and this unknown person. It's kind of like a smell, taste, touch, and hear and feel kind of vibration. I'm looking for ways to explain to you your turn of thoughts on like, how do you create this vibration, to see it, to hear it, to feel it, to touch it, to smell it. All your senses have to be involved in this. You got to tune into the realization. It's kind of like you having your own TV, and you're turning the knobs, so to speak, on the station. Things that appear on the screen is different than what you want to appear in front of you. So often you're not acknowledging too that you are a receiver. You are not only able to put out, like I'm talking to you, you're putting out, but you need to also receive in. And it's not about finding the right path. It's not about knowing like what's coming to you. It's not really even about all that. The path that you're on is the right path. There's no doubt about it. There's a gestation period for everything. But you want to give birth to something new, because you want this new relationship to come in. You want this new opportunity to present itself. Something, you have to look at things closely. Something has to change, because there's a gap in between your wants versus receiving your wants. So I hope that makes sense to you. Very interesting message from Spirit. Like I said, these are not readings. These are messages. And I never know what's going to come out. Never know what's going to come out. Okay. So Leslie, that's your message. Different, right? Different. Okay. Payment? Okay. All right, payment. Payment, sometimes going on traditional thoughts, old beliefs, feeling like everything has to be exact. It has to happen exactly this way. It has to happen in a... Oh, you didn't know what it was about? Well, I'm sorry, I can't refund you through Zelle. You can use your 2222 for a yes or no question with the pendulum when I'm finished this, when I'm done all these readings, if you want. Leslie, don't say you can't help that it's your friends. There's nothing wrong. You're misunderstanding the message from Spirit. You're misunderstanding the message from Spirit. There's nothing wrong with going out with your family. There is nothing wrong with hanging out with your son. You're missing the message. Listen to it again. Listen to it again. Yeah, payment. I can add the 2222 to whatever it is that I do whenever you want to join in on something. Absolutely. So again, this message is from Spirit. It is going to be a message about you on either something you're not looking at, something you're not focusing on, something you're not admitting to, something you don't want to hear, something that makes you uncomfortable. It may be a trigger for some of you, but that's what it's about. It's like shadow work. Absolutely, payment. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah, Leslie, please. Their message was not about, never going to be about, there's nothing wrong with spending time with your family or being with your son or going somewhere. It's just they're not the places that you're going to meet somebody. They just want you to be aware of that. That's not where it's going to happen. You got it, Payman. No problem. You got it. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's so warm right now. This ball is so warm. Normally it's cold, but because I put so much energy in it, it's so warm. All right, so who else do we have on the list? Texas. All right, Texas, are you ready? Are you in agreement, Texas, to get the messages from Spirit, whatever they are, whatever it comes out to be? You too, Payman. Enjoy. I'm still eating leftovers from what I made for Thanksgiving. Okay, Texas. I just want to clear the energy from what was in the ball to what's here now. So Spirit's saying, Texas, to feel the impulses that are about to move through your mind, your emotions, your spirit right now. Something that cannot be deflected, or maybe like something that you can't get rid of, something maybe that you no longer want to flow through it. There's a difference between receiving and asking, of course. Spirit wants you to put yourself first, Texas. You keep conditioning yourself to make yourself fit into the situation that's around you, meaning that even if something makes you uncomfortable, even if something you don't agree with, even if you know somebody's doing you wrong or speaking to you wrong or treating you wrong, you will find somehow, some way to compromise your own feelings and emotions so that you can keep things calm. And even you're always walking on eggshells in fear that something's going to trigger this other person to get them to be upset with you, not want to talk to you, not want to see you. You've truly created this codependency with this person, and the impulses that they make trigger from you, like you get this impulse to want to respond or react to something, and then you worry that you don't know why all of it like never works out when you do, because of the fact that they don't want to hear what you have to say. They don't want to hear that it's about you. They don't want to hear how you're feeling bad. They don't want to hear that you were the victim. They don't want to hear that they mistreated you. They don't want to hear that it's about you. It's all about them, 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 them. And I think you kind of understand that. Spirit is saying that you have opportunities, maybe not all of them that you're looking for right now around you, but you have opportunities that are going to still come flowing through to you. Work is probably the most stable thing that you have on your plate right now, other than the love from your pets or close family members. That is where your stability truly is. Spend more time with family to keep your mind out of maybe sad thinking or disappointment that may come often with your partner. There's there's so much energy that spins around you. Texas, you have a very creative mind and you have a very organized mind and you're very good at what you do. You're good at planning things, you're good at organizing things. But a lot of times things just keep going around doing the same thing over and over and over. It's like show me the same thing over and over. Good, Texas. Because Spirit's saying that's where you're healed. That's where you get more strength so that you can go back and face the obstacles with this partner. Yes, you are in love with this partner. And I'd like to say that someday it's going to work out in your favor the way you'd like it to be. But unfortunately, it is always going to be a little smooth and then a rocky road, and then a little smooth and then a rocky road. It is never going to always be a smooth road. And Spirit wants you to be prepared for that. It's kind of like you're saying to yourself that, I don't mind a little bit of a rocky road and bumpy road, but sometimes it gets to be too much and it is unpredictable. It's going to take a very serious health condition for your partner to have to wise up, to change, and to stop something. It's going to take a very severe shock. Within the next 5 years, there is going to be something that's brought in front of him, something that is going within the next 5 years, something that's going to make him sit back and wonder why he did this for so long, regretting his choices from the past. Again, within the next 5 years, he's going to regret his choices from the past. Then you will see him in a vulnerable state where you're able to get along with him better, where you're able to communicate better, where he's finally going to open up his ears to listen. Spirit is very supportive toward you. There's loving family on the other side as well. This loving family is like they're your biggest cheerleaders. You've done extremely well where work is concerned. Somebody's finally given you the credit that you deserved a long time ago. There's going to be a new balance that's going to come in for you that's going to help. It's going to help you to be able to reach the goals that you're looking for. It's definitely going to help you to be able to reach the goals that you're looking for. So something is about to show up for you. Something is just getting created now. So it is going to pull you into it, and it's going to be positive. You're going to get involved with helping people in a certain situation. There's something that they're going to need you to show up for. Somebody also may have trouble, I'm hearing, with pipes or plumbing. I don't know who that is. But it's like you're going to help. And you're going to get help. Either you're going to get help or you're going to help. But something about pipes and plumbing. Yes, definitely. And yes, you will be there in 5 years. You will still be in and out with him in 5 years. And there will be somebody else that you are going to see or attempt to date to get to know. But your heart is going to stay with him because that is your soulmate. That is where your true love is found. And you're not willing to give up on him because he's going to show you a side of him that you're going to want to help, because you're going to see that he's asking for some kind of help. And then you're going to want to stick around. So Texas, that's the message I got for you. So yeah, but things are going to be a little different for you. Somebody also is going to hand you a gift and make things a little bit easier for you. There is a blessing coming in a financial way. There's a blessing coming for you. All right, Shelly. And then we have Infinity. Nice, I like Infinity. Okay. Shelly. Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. All right. Let's see. I feel like by the age of 35, Shelly, you kind of knew who you were. You kind of knew what direction you were going to go in. There was sometimes something playing in your head where you didn't believe what somebody was saying was true. This was growing up. It's like you wanted to prove somebody wrong. You wanted to prove that you could do something. You wanted to prove that you could be independent. You have a set of automatic but unconscious thoughts that tend to play over and over in your head that has to do with childhood. It's not like your conscious mind because you are programmed subconsciously as well. Sometimes the biggest habit that you have to break is being yourself, being your old self, being the self that you programmed a long time ago. You're gonna, when you kept believing and believing and believing what you always told yourself, you began to hardwire your own brain. You keep wanting to arrive at a new goal. You have a new vision for your future. You're wanting to change something about yourself in order to be able to achieve this goal, is what I feel. It's kind of like you're wanting sometimes to be unconscious from the conscious mind. It's like you don't want to have to deal or accept or relate with the things that are going on with you right now. Sometimes it's almost like you want to limit something. Pay attention on how you no longer feel like you need to follow a certain program. Pay attention that this program that you've always had is now starting to change. Before you would go along with it, go along with it, go along with it, and now you're at the point where you're making adjustments in this program, so to speak, in your thoughts, in your mind, it means. You're recreating what's in your subconscious, what you have hardwired from a long time ago, and you're trying to re-hardwire it, putting a new thought, a new feeling. Habituation takes an enormous amount of time and strength, an awareness. It's like the program that you've created is very useful and it's very helpful and it's very good in protecting you. But also you have to get to a point where you're going to be able to say, I can stand here and say that no matter what goes on in my life, whether I lose people or I gain people, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to be okay. It's like you have to let your subconscious know, so it gets related to your conscious mind, to know that no matter what happens, yes, things can be hard. Yes, they can be challenging. Yes, they can be disappointing. Yes, they can be hurtful. Yes, they can feel like they're going to destroy you. Yes, it can feel like the world is ending. But no, you won't quit. Sure, you'll get knocked down. We all do. But you're always going to rise up again. You don't deal well with that very first urgent moment. You panic, you get into a panic, and then you lose control. You lose control, and then people don't want to talk. People don't want to hear you. People aren't listening. People aren't addressing your issue. People are not giving you the satisfaction that you're desiring at the moment because you're not in control. The minute that spirit tries to help you to step back, take a breath, and readdress something in a different way, in a different manner, then you'll seek and receive the results that you're looking for. This will go in relationship. This will go in family. This will go in business. This will go in work. This will go in any dealings that you have to do with anybody, whether it's the public, whether it's personal. We all tend to lose our shit, so to speak, over panic, over fear, over a whole bunch of other stuff piling up, and then we get one more thing added to it and we explode because we haven't been able to vent. We haven't been able to get rid of that frustration. A lot of times, too, you got to explore, just like with an addict. You got to explore. Am I hungry? Am I tired? Have I rested? Did I sleep? All those things come into play when you're trying to have patience and understanding. You've done so much in this world for so many people. Heck, look what you've even done for my channel. But in general, they're talking about the work that you chose to do, helping people. You committed a lifetime to helping people. Now you need to help yourself to be able to look at things with a different perspective. Instead of judging, instead of investigating, instead of studying, instead of worrying, instead of creating things that do not exist. Just allow yourself to be. Just allow shit to happen. Just allow them to tell you a lie. Just allow them to not do what you needed them to do. Just allow them to be them. Whoever that is for you. Anybody. Allow them to be them. It will remove at least 75% of the stress that you deal with on a daily basis. Just say, fuck it, I don't care. If it doesn't directly affect me, I don't care. You have a lot of blessings coming your way. But there's good with the bad sometimes. There's a lot of positive things that you've already seen. There's a lot of things that you don't see yet that are positive, that are trying to come through. But you can block those things by fear, by not trusting, by always critiquing someone's moves, someone's gestures, someone's words, someone's answer, someone's decision. It won't make you feel any better if you can prove something to somebody and say, yeah, look, it is round. It's round. Somebody might be saying it's square. You're like, no, it's round. Okay, it's round. Now what? Now what happens now? Out of the argument, out of the frustration, out of the back and forth with this person because you're saying it's round and they're saying it's square. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck? Round or square? At the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. Even if this was square, you could still see through it. Even if this was round, you can still see through it. It still can do its job. It doesn't have to be round, except that it's called a ball. So usually balls are considered round. But say if this wasn't called a ball, and it was just called another eye, like a fourth eye. Instead of a third eye, it's a fourth eye. Well, eyes aren't exactly round. My eye shape is not round. My eyeball isn't perfectly round, but it's close. So either way, regardless of what something looks like, of what you want to call it, they want to call it potato, potato, tomato, tomato. At the end of the day, you're still going to eat it. At the end of the day, I'm still going to use it. At the end of the day, they're going to be who they are. Perfect. Perfect, Shelley. All right, so where's infinity at? Where's infinity at? Oh, nice, Tammy. I seen the Nutcracker on sale at my ShopRite. Seen it at ShopRite. Now, who's Infinity? Infinity, welcome. Who's Infinity? Is that somebody that changed their name? Who's Infinity? Infinity? Where are you? PayPal closes December 1st, Lindsay. PayPal closes December 1st. Where is Infinity at? Meta 6369. I'm waiting for Infinity to show up. Hi, Infinity Meta. How are you? Infinity Meta, how did you join my channel? Where did you come from? TikTok or somewhere else on YouTube? Oh, Amelia. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God. That's great. How you doing? So where did you send your payment through? Leo, where'd she send the payment through? Lindsay, you can do PayPal if it'll go through, or you can do Super Chat, whatever one you want to do, Lindsay. Texas, I love you to pieces. You Cash App, honey? Oh, okay. Okay, great. All right, so you ready for your message? You ready for your message? Amelia, here we go. So your message right now. You're trying really hard with something that feels like it's no end, like there's no end to it. You keep pushing through for something. You keep hoping for a response or reaction. There's a struggle that's been in your heart for quite a while. There's some kind of struggle that's been in your heart. The spirit is worried about you feeling alone. The spirit's worried about you feeling like you don't know what to decide. You're playing back and forth. It's kind of like you're playing back and forth with your thoughts, with your emotions. Yeah, I know. Thank you. There's something going on with you and again, I don't mean to do this as a reading, but that's what Spirit's saying. So there's something that's going on where you're not feeling as if you're being treated the way you should be. It's almost like it feels a little stressed for you. It feels like there's an imbalance, or there's something that may feel like you're waiting for something to come back. Are you waiting for someone to come back? What is it? What is this showing me? Yeah, because they're telling me that you didn't get to finish. Like you didn't get to show them everything you had. You didn't get to try to make it better. You didn't get the opportunity. Like somebody did not give you the opportunity to express yourself the way you wanted to. It feels like somebody left quickly. Did somebody leave quickly? It feels like somebody left quickly. Did somebody leave quickly? Yeah, I keep hearing like lean on me, lean on me. So I don't know who it is that there's somebody who wants you to talk to them. There's somebody who's like maybe this is a friend. This is somebody who's saying, "Listen, I'm here for you." There's somebody who's saying lean on me. But I feel like you got the hermit is around you. So you're like staying home, staying to yourself. You're not doing a whole lot. The biggest place you get out is on the internet or on the social medias or the TikToks or the YouTubes or the whatever, like Instagram. You're on these, but you're not, you might even be on Facebook, but you're not getting out in person. You're not you're not getting that touch, that human touch that you need. I feel like you can change that because of the fact that you don't put yourself out there for the right reasons. Like, yeah, you socialize with different people in different ways, but at the same time, it's a look. It's a look, it's a moment, and then it's gone. Very hot and cold. Very, very disturbed. He has a lot of anger issues. It feels like, he doesn't know what he wants, but he doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want a commitment that way. He doesn't like pressure. Was there an ex-husband? Yeah, was there an ex? Is there an ex-husband or ex-boyfriend? Yeah, definitely in a hermit mode for sure. Spirit showed me that. Spirit showed me that. But you also self-sabotage. But you're tolerating this person's manipulations, and you're tolerating their name calling, and you're tolerating when they ignore you. Sometimes they act like you're not even in the room. Thanks, Lynn. And sometimes it's like they're not even in the room with you. You do too much for that person. You do too much for them, and that's why they take advantage of you. Stop doing for them. Yep. Right, but you're still letting him come in when he wants to. You're still letting him come in when he wants to, and there's no point in that. He's wasting your time. He's taking advantage of you. He's not appreciating who you are. And I want to know why you're settling for him, because Spirit is saying that you should not. He is not for you. He's not for you. You need to throw him a rock and show him where the door is. Once he has no access to you, he will decide to change. He will try to come forward. He will try to be nicer. Why are you unable to end it? Why are you unable to end it? Why? Because Spirit says that you can, but you're choosing not to. You're allowing him to financially cover you. He's covering you financially. Why are you staying in this? He's not a husband. He's only a boyfriend. Why are you staying in this infinity? Spirit does not agree with you being there. And never does Spirit tell me to tell somebody to just be done. No. They let you make that choice, but Spirit's saying it's not a safe place for you. Oh, your late husband. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's who's showing up for you. That's who's showing up who doesn't like this person at all. But why can't you leave this person? Tell me why you can't leave them. Why? Oh, my back. Tell me why? Oh, no. No. That's no reason to stay with somebody, and you are not too old. You are not too old at all. But you can't stay with somebody who's going to continue to mistreat you. You need to show him that you have boundaries and that he's crossing them. And that's not okay. You need to be able to put things together for yourself. You financially can support yourself. You don't need him for that. He doesn't even help with that. I don't feel you old at all. But I feel like you're settling. You're already lonely even with him there, so what is the difference? But now you've got him there to take care of as well. So what's the difference? If you feel lonely when somebody's around, what's the point of having them around? Yes, you do cover your own. Yeah. Yeah, well, stop it. Stop paying. Stop covering him. Stop taking care of him. Stop cooking for him. Stop it. Tell him, you know what, you're done. Out of the blue, tell him you're done. Watch how fast he changes. I can tell him. He only has your highest good in mind. He's not trying to hurt you. He's trying to keep you from getting hurt. He's tired of people taking advantage of you. There's also a child around you that takes advantage of you. I don't know who that is, but there's a child around who's taking advantage of you as well. Does that make sense to you? Boy, this makes my face look awful. Whew. They don't have filters like TikTok, that's for sure. Definitely is. But you don't need him. You're convincing yourself that you do, but you don't need him. He's not for you. He's not helping you. It's not benefiting you. He's not healing your loneliness. He's making it worse. You have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and then you'll decide what you need to do. But I want you to know that this message is from Spirit telling you that you need to walk away from that situation. As soon as you can walk away from him, somebody new will come in. There will be somebody new, but you want the somebody new to show up first. So you're sure you have somebody before you let him go, but it doesn't work like that. You have to get rid of what's not needed before the tower moment comes and he walks away anyway, because that's what's going to happen. It's not that he's doing anything physically bad, but he's not trying to be involved in this relationship. He's not doing anything to make it better. He's not trying to make you happy. He's not trying to, he doesn't wake up every day and say, what can I do for you? How can I make you smile today? What would make you happy? He's not doing any of that. All he's doing is showing up and planting his fat body there and sitting there and taking advantage. That's all he's doing. Eating, sleeping. He's wasting your time. That's not attractive. That's what I said. Nope. So that's your message from Spirit, is to really think about it. Look at your situation. Look at it from another point of view and realize that this is not for you and that you need to make a change and you do need to walk away from him. As soon as you teach him a lesson and walk away and say, I'm done, he'll be begging you. He'll be bringing flowers. He'll be trying to be really nice. So you've got to do something to create a spark here and make a change. I don't know nothing about the spirit child. I don't see it. I don't see a spirit child, so I don't know who told you that. I'm not seeing a spirit child around you. I'm not seeing that. I'm sorry. I don't see a spirit child around you. All I see is an older woman around you. I don't see a spirit child. Nope. I see like a mother or grandmother figure, but I don't see a spirit child. Sorry. All right, Infinity. Well, I hope that message helped you. I hope you understand the Spirit is trying to get you to do better for yourself. Spirit is trying to help you to build your own self-esteem back up and realize that you don't need to settle for where you are. This person is not making you happy, It's not like it used to be. This is many years now going on. This is not like it used to be. Things have changed. You have changed. Your needs have changed, and he can't meet your needs. So you have to make a decision. All right. Lynn is up next. Lynn is up next. Maybe I'm gonna try to look up Abraham Hicks. Try to look up Abraham Hicks and watch a couple of those videos. They may help you to understand about different opportunities and things that can happen right now. All right. But you can't keep ignoring the messages from your future self. You can't. So, Lynn, you're up next. All right, Lynn, on my back. Let me get my ball. All right, Lynn. So, Lynn, what we're going to do is give you a message that Spirit might think is just important to you. So the first thing the Spirit wants to say is something to do with reality. It's kind of like you might feel like you're just observing or watching from the outside, but you're not. You're actually creating something. It's like whatever your thoughts are thinking is what you're creating. The Spirit is talking about you're not enjoying being just physically focused on like work and responsibilities and things like that. You get more stimulated by focusing on things that you dream about, things that you're hoping for, things that you have fun at, things that you want to do, something different that you're looking for. It's kind of like you feel like you've been in the same whirlwind for quite a while and you're wanting a different vibration. You're wanting to find more harmony, Spirit says. You got to start looking at more of what you do want instead of focusing on things that you don't want or things that in your life that you may not be so great with or glad that you have, but focus on the things that you are like really happy about. There is really, really good news coming for you. It's like this good news is going to really bring you forward in with your expectations. With your goals, so to speak. This person is going to help to accentuate that for you. Somebody's coming either with some type of blessing, and blessings can come in so many different forms. So I don't know how this blessing comes in, but you have a blessing that's going to come for you. Sometimes you might want to argue a point that communication is not where it should be or the way it should be with a particular person, and you're wanting that to change. But until that person can see that the way that they're talking, the way that they're valuing what you're saying is important, then you're going to be stuck with that back and forth thing. There's a back and forth. There's also something with closure, either something you've already just closed out or something you're about to close on. I don't know what that means. Somebody's also wanting your undivided attention right now. It also feels like you become this magnet, like a magnet. People get attracted to you really quickly, and they come to you when they got problems or things to talk about or things that they want to change or things they want to do. It's kind of like your habits or your beliefs. What you do in a routine basis is what you feel is like what you always need to do. It feels like there's nothing needs to change there, but you're wanting to get a handle on something right now, on something that you're knowing is either spun out of control or it's not where you want something to be. So it's kind of like you're co-creating with yourself, trying to build something back up the way that it needs to be, put the foundation back underneath of something and get the stability that you're looking for. It's kind of like instead of trying to change something, you're trying to cope with something. You're just trying to cope with it, just trying to deal with it. Because maybe trying to change something is a lot of work, or you're not into all that work. You're really good at balancing a lot of things for other people or fixing things for other people, but when it comes to yourself, it's like you take the short end of the stick. So we're here to remind you, maybe to help you even with a little bit, so that nothing is too serious for you or nothing feels like it's too overwhelming for you. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all eternal beings, right? We're all in the same boat. We all know that some things in life are inevitable. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you. Time and space seems to be very important. Like your time, it's like sometimes there's not enough time in a day for you. Your space feels like it's overcrowded. There might be some things you need to go through and clean out or clear out. Contrast will definitely help you to decide what will be better for you. Undivided attention and making new decisions with somebody, or somebody giving you undivided attention, is going to make you feel so much better, and that'll be coming up either in December or January. There's also a new beginning about ready to start for you. It's a new opportunity, whether that's job, love, moving, but it's something that's going to create a transformation in you. It's going to now extend you to the next level, because you now are not the same person that you used to be. Life has played its part on you. Life has played its role on you. Life has taught you many things, and life has truly changed you. Know that you are on the right path. You're going to come to a fork in the road soon, either December again or January, and it's going to be very important to make this decision. It's going to show up like the Two of Swords, where you're going to have to cut one thing out. I don't know what that's about, but Spirit's saying that you're able to handle this, that this journey is very important for you, and there's a lot to learn on it. You're very good at deciphering your vibrations and your emotions. You're very good at knowing like what the energy feels like around you. So trust it, believe your intuition, trust your intuition. You are the creator of your own reality. Okay, that's your message. All right, Lindsay, coming up, Lindsay. Lindsay. Lindsay, you and your person could walk down the street, the same street at the same time, and have two different perspectives. Understand that your desires, your wants, your needs are going to be different than what your partner, so to speak, your love interest, has. You allow yourself to get stuck into a whirlwind of worry, of feeling discontentment, of feeling exhausted, and falling into the trap, which then puts you into a depression. The truth is, if you look around you, especially outside around you, is so much beauty. So when you're feeling trapped inside, when you're in the house, when you feel smothered, when you feel stuck, when you feel worried, when you feel that headache coming on, go outside and look at nature. Go look at the beautiful things outside. You're not getting out enough. You're too confined. You're too trapped. You're too hermit. No wonder you go stir crazy so much. It's because you're trapped inside. You need to be able to go out somewhere, even if it's just shopping at the store for groceries, no matter what it is. I mean, even going over to your brother's house and sitting with the dog or whatever, that's still, it's not the same thing. You need to be out and around other people. You need to tell your brother that you need some time so that you can go out and just explore and look at things that you do like and love, because you don't never get to do that. Perhaps you can go to a shop where they sell paint or brushes and things that you're needing for certain strokes that you're looking for. There is a beautiful connection that's about to happen for you. And this may be even online. This is somebody who's going to become a very good confidant, a very good friend, somebody who's going to want to hear you talk, that's going to want to hear your stories, that's going to want to get to know you better. This person is already manifesting you to come into their life. You got to take life on fully, not part-time, not a little bit at a time, but fully. Your perception now utilize something other than yourself as your guidepost. It's kind of like you don't want a knee-jerk reaction to something. You want to be able to go into something smooth. Um, it's kind of like your body gets supported by energy, energetically. You have to always keep yourself in that conscious state of always being aware of you, how you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're wanting, what you're needing. Because life causes you to sift and sort through things. And you want to radiate, and you want to improve, and you want to make good decisions. That desire, that hope, that dream that you have is coming to reality. Whether you say the words or not, your inner being, that non-physical part of you, it definitely is going to focus upon you and your energy. You don't even have to say it. All you have to do is think it. It's like you've looked for love in all the wrong places because you really haven't had the time. You don't have the availability to dedicate 100% to somebody in a relationship right now with the commitments that you have at home. But you put a lot of strain on yourself and you shouldn't. You don't give yourself enough credit for your abilities, for your intelligence, for your kindness. Not everybody can do what you do, Lindsay. Not everybody can do what you do. You have a certain way about you. You have a very kind and gentle way about you. Energy definitely affects you. But there's necessary steps before manifesting. There's, again, when I talk about the gap, there's a big gap about what you ask for and what you are right now. You have to become what it is you're seeking. If you're seeking happiness, you have to become happy. If you're seeking freedom, you have to become free. If you're seeking adventure, you have to go out and get it. But you're so busy looking at the bees kind of thing. Kind of like Republican and Democrat. It's kind of that kind of thing. Or the wrong or the right. It's like you're so busy looking at each side that you're not staying where you need to stay focused and look exactly at what it is and focus on what it is that you're actually wanting. There's definitely some self-discipline that you've definitely worked on, and you've done very well with that. Sometimes your mind is all over the place and you don't know what to think, and things start to pile up from so many other places in your mind, and then you feel overwhelmed, exhausted. But you know, sometimes the pile is the right pile. That pile is part of your vortex saying kind of like, you have to justify some choices and decisions. Every time you're either defending or justifying or rationalizing, you hold yourself apart from your own expansion. So it's very important to allow yourself to expand. Don't think that the pile over there is brighter than the pile that you're dealing with right here. It's like what you have right in front of you. You have everything that you need to create your reality and to create everything that you're wanting and desiring. You hold yourself apart from who you really are. You find yourself, if you mess up, you feel like you're depriving yourself of allowing yourself to make a mistake. So what? You make a mistake, then you do it again and you do it right. Money's going to improve. Relationships are going to improve. Business is going to improve. Everything that you have created in the realities will come if you stop depriving yourself. Stop condemning so much of what it is, because it isn't always the way you think it is. Spirit is. So it's kind of like, you know when you chew a piece of gum? And you take a piece of gum and you put it in your mouth and you chew, and now it's really juicy and it tastes really good and it smells really good. And then after you chew it for a while, it kind of has no taste and there's no smell. And now it's boring and you're like, where did all the flavor go? Flavor's in your vortex. It went right to your energy source. So, yeah, you need to admit who you are, accept who you are, and love who you are. There's a lot of diversity around you. Your consciousness about what would be better for you will radiate a signal. It'll kind of broadcast to the whole of who you are. And then you'll have an understanding and acceptance that you're an amazing person. You're amazing on the outside, but you're more amazing on the inside. And you'll have cooperative components. And this will be a very new way, a new challenge, a new beginning, a fresh start for you, because you're finally going to understand and accept who you are. Keep working with pure, positive momentums. Your thoughts are very powerful, remember that. So when you say I'm going crazy, then you're going to go crazy. When you say I'm okay, you're going to know you're okay. When you say I'm safe, you're going to know you're safe. When everything collapses, like everything's like a big mess, maybe relationships aren't good, maybe work's not good, maybe life's not good, maybe your family's not good, maybe you're just not happy, whatever's going on. The truth is, you got to think more about your thoughts or your feelings when it comes to manifesting and attracting abundance. You kind of gotta dream. You just gotta allow yourself to dream and believe that those dreams can become a reality. Things are definitely going to work in your favor. Definitely going to work out in your favor. But you got to start loving you first. You got to realize, Lindsay, that you're very important. You're an amazing person. God created you. You're unlike anybody else. You have such amazing systems within your body that work voluntarily and involuntarily that keep you alive every single day. Soon you're going to find somebody that is going to appreciate all who you are and all that you do. And you're going to help them. And when you see you're helping them, it's going to make you feel so rewarded emotionally. Definitely going to be like that. Oh, I don't know, Teresa. I don't know. I guess it depends because, um, I mean, as far as like what I'm doing, yes. As far as the prices, they'll be different. Oh, good, Shelly. How'd you make out with your doggy? So hang in there, Linz. All right, you guys. I'm not going to take anybody else right now. I am tired. My back's hurting. I got to change my position. I got to finish my bottle of water because I got to drink 3 more of these. Oh boy. Oh, I can't breathe. Ugh. Yes, please, please, mods, put this session as closed right now. My back hurts. My back hurts a lot. Going on Monday to do what? For an appointment? Oh, okay. Well, that's good. He's going to go Monday. I would keep putting the drops in. I would keep putting the plasma in. I would keep doing all that regardless of what they said. I would keep doing it because that worked before. And he injured it the same way. Did the little bitch say why she didn't answer your phone call? Did you tell her that you had to go up there? Lynn, I did yours. You are funny, Lynn. You know I'm done. Leo said, Lynn, you were done. Please replay. Tammy, nice seeing you, and your videos are beautiful. They're beautiful. That's good. Yes, Lindsay. Yeah. You never heard it. I thought you were joking, Lynn. Yeah, I did yours. I did yours right before, who was Lynn? When did I do Lynn's after who? Okay, right there. So I did Infinity. After I did Infinity, I did yours, Lynn. And then after Lynn, I just did Lindsay's. So you're right before Lindsay's. So go back now to about 55 minutes into the video and you should find yours. Go about 55 minutes into the video. All right, you guys, I'm going to jump over here real quick and I'm going to sit back and might get an ice pack for my neck. And then I will hopefully, I can't promise I'll see you later. I'm hoping I do because it's still early. But I haven't, I'm going to make my lunch. I didn't have lunch. I had breakfast, a nice big breakfast, but now I think I'm going to have lunch. So I don't want to skip meals. Man, you go to a lot of parties, girl. You are always out. Spanish dancing, that's sexy. That's sexy. That'll be fun. All right, everybody, have fun. Shelly, I'm glad you got him an appointment. Keep doing his eye drops. You probably do again, Shelly, because it's almost 2:30. That's 3 hours. I don't know how often you do it. Thank you, Leo. All right, Denise, see you soon.